Hey guys, welcome to Landscaping to the Point. I'm your host Scott from Landscapes by Acme, and today we have Shawn from Kujo Yardwear. How are you, Shawn?
Good. How you doing, Scott? Thanks for
Good.
having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being on. Actually, it's a big thing to have you on. You produce some great shoes out there for everybody in the green industry. And tell me a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your background.
Yeah, definitely. I'm here in North Carolina. That's where my family's at, originally from Michigan. And then a little bit of my background, I guess. I grew up. My dad had a family business, a small construction company. So I grew up, working with him, building homes, doing remodeling, all kinds of stuff like that. So kind of grew up in a family business, kind of blue collar, working outside, and then ended up fortunate enough to go to college and did some sales jobs and some lawn and garden product companies and this and that, and ultimately decided to get into the shoe business here.
Nice, nice. I like that. I like that you have the shoes behind you. So, is there out of all those shoes behind you, which one's your favorite one to wear?
Well, it depends. So of course I love them all, but my favorite to wear is the yard shoes. That was our original one, and we've made so many improvements to it the last couple of years. I just love it. So I walk my dog every day. On long walks, I always wear my yard shoes. When I do all my yard work and landscaping, I wear my yard shoes. And then a close second are the Jags. So when I just run, those are our slip-on versions. So when I run and go just do some quick chores or run some errands, I throw on the Jags because they're just easy to get on.
Nice, nice. I mean, I'm glad that you added those last year. They are a great add-on to the whole line of shoes you have. You have added like pants this year, I noticed too. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we and those were a couple years coming. I mean, we've been getting requests from guys in the field for years, and we were working on development for a while. So we were pumped to finally launch those this year, and the feedback's been phenomenal. Yeah, the goal, there's a lot of good work pants out there. So we said, okay, we want it to be something really good for that outdoor summer work. So that was the goal, super comfortable, but very light and breathable. And I think we kind of nailed it. It does the job for that outdoor summer work.
Nice, nice. How long have you been in the shoe business altogether?
Since 2018.
So that's a good amount. Yeah, it's pretty long. So
That's
you really
yeah,
think
that's
about it.
that's when we launched. That's when we first started shipping customers, 2018.
Nice, nice. So products are all made in the United States?
No, I wish they were. We're all based in the United States. All of our designers are here in the United States. Our manufacturers based in the United States. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a shoe factory to work with here in the US. I searched. There's not really a supply chain here, unfortunately. So they are made overseas. But yeah, our whole team's here.
Nice, nice. I know the distributing's here in the United States, literally not far from me. So that's an awesome thing, to be able to order shoes and have them here in a couple days. So
That's right.
I enjoy that. So
Yep, Toledo, Ohio, not far from you.
yep. So what was the main reasoning why you wanted to bring the shoes into the green industry? What was your main reason why? I mean, I know you said you were selling stuff and got into selling real good of garden stuff.
Yeah, well, it's a couple things. One, as a kid, I love shoes, like loved them. Like I was the kid that I was always drawing shoes. Not that I was I'm not our own designer here, but I was always drawing shoes. Like I would have the Nike Airs and I would cut them open to see how that air pocket worked in there. So
Nice.
just love shoes. So it's kind of my dream to get into shoes. Life happens and I never really did for a while. So that was part of it. I always had an itch to get into the shoe business. And then the other thing is just personal experience, really. So I hated like heavy work boots. When I worked construction for my dad, I'd be wearing my Nikes and stuff, and he'd be yelling at me for not wearing work boots, that sort of
Right.
thing. And then when I was a homeowner and doing lawn care, landscaping stuff around the house, I realized there wasn't just a perfect shoe for it. And I'm like, you know what? I searched for a little over a year. I kept Googling best lawn care landscaping shoe, what's out there, and I couldn't find anything.
Right.
So I ultimately just said, you know what? I'm just going to launch this thing. I'm going to figure it out and do it.
Nice, nice. So, okay, here I'm going to throw this out to you. I always do a straight to the point question. So, these
Okay.
are off the wall questions. If you were wearing your yard shoes and you happen to walk in the supermarket, how many calories do you think you would burn walking through the supermarket?
Well, I usually walk down every single aisle, so I would say I'd probably burn about 250 calories.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot, especially in your shoes. So I mean, you can't debate that one. I don't think. Okay, you can't debate it.
You can
So
debate it because no one
no,
knows.
yeah, nobody knows. I don't know. We're gonna have to get a pedometer and like just measure as much as we can on this. That might be a good one. So, what do you like to do? When you're not running your business.
So spending time with my family is the biggest thing. So I have my wife Renee and then two kids, Livy and Connor. They're 15 and 12 right now, and so I just love spending time with them first of all. But besides that, hiking and sports. I'm actually I just turned 40 recently, and I joined a 40 and over basketball league. So we had a game last night. So I love just kind of staying active and spending time with the family.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's a good thing. I mean, family, always comes first usually in any type of business and any type of scheme. So that's always good. And to be able to see that, someone over the age of 40 like me, to be able to do sports and just keep going into it, it's amazing. I didn't get really into a lot of sports till I was in my 30s. I hate it now that I waited so long, but I enjoy teaching and coaching. So it's
Yeah.
amazing to see that. So um, what kind of things are coming up I know the expo is coming up here in literally next week. Okay. So what kind of things can we see? Is there a little peek you can tell us a little bit about, or do we have to wait till
Well,
the
you
big
got to
day?
you got to be there to see it. No, the expo, formerly GIE, the Equip Expo, we love it. As you know, Scott, it's always great seeing you there, and we see so many people at that's the annual spot. We see everybody, so
Right.
we love it. So we always have to have something there, right? We can't just have our same old product. So we're gonna have a couple new concepts. We love getting feedback. So we have something new in the apparel world. We're gonna get some feedback on from people. We have a whole new footwear product, a type of boot that's different that we haven't launched yet. So we're going to get some feedback on that there. You guys come check it out. And then a new colorway in our Jags that I think you guys are going to love.
Oh, I would imagine I'll love them no matter what. So I mean, I love every part of your guys' shoes. So I mean, so if in the real world, do you drink coffee?
Yes, I do a lot.
Okay. So if you could drink coffee with anybody famous, who would you drink coffee with and why?
Anybody famous? Probably. Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. Probably Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. I read his book Shoe Dog, and I was just enthralled with it. His story, how he didn't really know what he was doing when he started Nike. I would love to sit down with him and just pick his brain because I think he's an interesting guy, what he did with Nike.
Oh yeah, that would be a nice one. I mean, that would be definitely nice. I mean, especially your point of view, and definitely to be able to see how, why, and maybe talk back and forth and see maybe get some ideas going together on that. I could see a brand of Nike Yardwear coming out there soon. So thanks for that one.
I would love it. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be really good. So, you guys, you said you're running a 40 and over basketball team. You guys winning games lately? So
Yeah,
far?
last night we were the first round of the playoffs and we won last night. Yeah, I was able to talk. That just shows my salesmanship. I was able to talk a bunch of my buddies into joining this 40 and over basketball league.
Nice.
So that says a lot there. But yeah, we're okay. We're about 500, but we won our playoff game last night. So on to the next round. It's a blast.
Nice. Congrats, and hopefully you'll win it all and be the champion this year. So that'd be the greatest thing. You never know.
Never know.
You never know. So out of all the shoes that you're producing, and you said you like them all, I know a lot of them are waterproof. Is that correct? They're pretty much standable to everything, correct?
Yeah, and they keep your feet dry. I'll say that. So a lot of our shoes we market more as water resistant, just because some of them are not 100% waterproof, because we have some pieces of breathable mesh in there. And again, for those hot summer days, we try to do the best of both worlds, where in the mornings when the grass is dewy, your feet stay dry, but in the afternoons there's still some breathability. So a lot of them are water resistant, but we're coming out with some more sealed up 100% waterproof stuff too soon.
Nice. One thing I always have fun with is the boots. Okay. I know your boots are just, they're amazing. I've had both kinds. I love the tan ones. I hate to say it. I mean, even though they're black right now because of all the work on them, I can tell that there is a little bit of tan there, especially if I power wash them. But I imagine the whole thing is just, it's amazing how you make that and have the little pieces between the breathable and the non-breathable, and just the fitting is just perfect and so much comfortable. One thing I see a problem with sometimes is like the padding in there. Is that something that maybe is going to be in the future, like adjusting the padding on the inside?
Yeah, we can. I mean, we've improved the insole. Now, let me ask you this: in what way the padding? How would you improve it?
Maybe thicker
Softer?
padding. Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah,
It's more of like the insole, pretty much. I
yeah,
would say, yeah. You
yeah.
know,
So we're always looking. So you get that feedback, definitely let me know even sooner than the podcast. But I had mentioned we made a bunch of improvements on the yard shoe. Same thing with our insole in general. So since we launched in 2018, we use the same insole for the yard shoe and the boot
okay,
actually. We've made the heel and arch support thicker. That was one improvement we made from our original 2018 version. And then just this year, we made it actually a softer cushioning. So you
okay,
might not even tried the newest one yet that we just
right,
did this year. So to answer your question, yeah, we're always taking feedback from the guys in the field. I read every single review. We have thousands of reviews,
right,
and that's how I'm not going to guess on how to make improvements. I'll do it based on you guys.
right. I mean, that's the best thing to do, and I'm glad that you guys take as much feedback, and to be, I've sent you guys many messages, and you're always the one that responds to me. So I'm grateful that the owner of the company pretty much sends back the initial what's going on and stuff. So that's
Yeah.
amazing that you do that. Um, so I hear through the grapevine that you're having some kind of giveaway thing here, a raffle at the GIE Expo. Um, I can't imagine what you're giving away. You're probably giving away tons of shirts, probably
Yes.
shoes, you know, lots of that stuff. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we like to have some fun there and do some different things. So, a handful of our kind of our partners are going to be there for kind of like a booth takeover on Thursday of the show, Thursday morning, and we're going to do a raffle giveaway. So make sure you guys show up. So you can get there any day Wednesday, get your raffle ticket, sign up. But yeah, we're going to be giving away a bunch of gear, shoes and boots and things like that. And then also some of our partners are throwing in some additional prizes. So we're going to have a few different winners. It's going to be a lot of fun. Another thing we do besides that giveaway is anyone who wears their Kujo shoes into our booth at Equip, they're going to get a free shirt or hat. So that's guaranteed winning right there, as long as you wear
Right.
your Kujo shoes into the booth. So that's another thing we'll be doing.
Right. Nice. Nice. See, a lot of people don't know that. And if you're listening and you don't know that, now you know that. Definitely come get your raffle ticket, wear your Kujos, no matter how dirty they are or they're falling apart, just wear them so you can get that free shirt. I mean, it's definitely worth the free shirt or the free hat. Definitely.
Yeah,
And I know,
we love seeing everybody coming in with their really dirty shoes, like the shoes they've been wearing all summer for work, and it's great.
yeah, it is. It's amazing. So are you you guys gonna do sales again like you normally do?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's with us mostly being an e-commerce company. This is a great opportunity for a lot of people to try on the shoes. So,
Right.
we're gonna have a lot of shoes there, every size. So we're gonna have some try-on areas, so you can try them, feel them, and then yes, we're gonna have shoes and the new pants. We'll have a bunch there that people can buy. Great show discounts, 15% off. So best sale of the year. You can try them on and walk right out with them.
Nice, nice. That is awesome. I mean, I always come get something from you every year. So that's it seems like I know right away when I pull up, hey, that's where I'm going. So that's awesome. Are you gonna have the booth where you can throw stickers on, or is there anything on that too? Awesome.
Yeah, we're actually going to be in a new location this year, which is
Okay.
great. So we're going to be in the main area. We have a bigger booth because you remember, Scott, our booth's always just jammed and people are
Yeah.
waiting. So we're going to have more Kujo staff there this year. We're going to have a bigger booth. We're over kind of by Toro and Grasshopper and Skag in that main area. So
Nice.
it's going to be great. Yeah, we're gonna have our main front area where people can put their company sticker right on our board. So it's cool.
Nice, nice. That's amazing. Okay, so here's another straight off the wall question.
Uh-oh.
If you could pack a van with as many merchandise as you want and just you don't have to pay for it, what would you pack this van with?
As much of the same thing?
You can have the same thing, couple different items, as long as
Yep.
it's full.
As
What
long as
would you
it's
pack
full.
it with? I mean,
I
it kind
would,
of puts it way out there. So
yeah. I would probably pack it with one of two things. Either coffee, because you had mentioned coffee, because I know I'm
right.
going to use that. I would jam that with like really good coffee. I would love that. Or books. I'm a big
Okay.
reader, so if I could jam a thing full of books like that, I would love that too.
Okay. What kind of coffee do you like? I mean, that makes it, it's straight black.
Oh yeah, straight black. I don't put anything in it. Yeah, so we use like
Nice.
a medium roast blend, and I take it straight black.
Nice. Nice. See, this is all stuff people don't know about you. See, and that's the whole point of my show is that people to get to know you, get to know about your company and everything out there. And this is amazing to have you on here. So over the past years, you've made lots of improvements on the shoes
Mhm.
and the boots, and it's just amazing how you started out with the tennis shoe type yardwear and came up from to now to the Jags. Do you see yourself going into, you've done the pants, you got shirts out there. Is there anything that you could see yourself in your business, engulfing and going into maybe?
Yeah, I mean, we want to just keep expanding, and we don't want
Okay.
to go crazy. At this point, we're not looking to get totally like out there in anything like in left field, but
Right.
we want to do some really functional products for the green industry specifically. So it's kind of cool when you have a vision like that. It keeps
Right.
you in the guardrails. But yeah, I mean, apparel and footwear, that's what we're going to
Okay.
focus on now. So like we launched the pants, and there's other workwear pieces that people want, including like socks. Like I'm working on a local mill. This would be made in the US here in North Carolina, where they make
Okay.
socks, and we're actually working on a custom new material blend that hasn't been out there. And the whole goal is to have some socks that sheds grass, so grass doesn't stick to the socks.
Right.
So we're testing that out now. Like I think that would be a really cool thing. The other thing I think is a big opportunity, especially like where you're at in Ohio, is winter, right? So most of our
Yeah.
stuff's focused on summer and warm weather and breathable, but there's a lot of people that work in snow and in the winter and things like that. So, more insulated workwear and some winter boots and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff we want to do in the next few years.
Nice. Nice. So more apparel. So I can't wait to see all this new apparel. One thing I would like to see is shorts. I love to wear shorts, especially during the summer. Uh, if you see me now, I got shorts on. I can't really stand up, but I got shorts on now, and it's like freaking 60 degrees out today. So I love the shorts. So maybe that might be something down the way, Shawn. Just a heads
I
up.
I teased it, just a heads up. Maybe come to the Equip Expo next week. You might see
Maybe,
some. You might see some shorts.
maybe that might be nice. You might have a big order from me at that point. See, so that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
On that
go ahead.
point, though, seriously, we will have a prototype of the shorts at the expo next week. We didn't start production yet. I want to get feedback. I want to make sure it's something that people really want, which I'm pretty sure they will. I
Right.
know a lot of guys wear pants, but we're going to get the feedback next week on the shorts, and then we'll start production shortly after is the plan.
Nice, nice. See, guys, I got you a little peek on them. So just a heads up.
Yeah.
So, and your apparel business, is this something that you will continue till you retire? Or is this something you plan on passing on to your kids? Do you feel like your kids would take it over at one point?
Oh, that would be amazing. I mean, we're a family business now. You've met us all, but
Yeah.
I pretty much started this with my wife, and I started this with my sister and her husband, Craig, Kelsey and Craig, my sister and brother-in-law. So we're the ones that kind of started it. So between my two kids and their kids, we would love to see it get to the next generation. And I mean, my daughter, who's 15, she seems sharper than me already. So she would be phenomenal. And I already, she's in high school now, and she's taken, Adobe. I said, hey, take these. She's interested, like these graphic design, these Adobe
Right.
classes. Like, oh yeah, I'm already excited to get the kids involved.
That's a good thing. I mean, I tried to push my oldest into it, but he wanted to go into engineering, which I'm for that. Go for it. Figure out how to make the
Right.
machines, and that's good. my youngest son, he wants to know all the plants. He's more into it than I I was at his age. And my daughter, she's smart, but she wants to be that veterinarian. She wants to play with animals more than anything. And I said,
Oh, very
honey,
cool.
that's fine. I'm
Right.
fine with that. I got one out of the three. That's fine. So as long as it keeps going, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, I'm glad that you're a family-owned company. That makes a big thing. And how is your marketing? I know you guys do a lot of marketing. Is there anything you could expand on, or let people know that would be a good tips for marketing wise?
Just in general for people's businesses.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of things for us. The biggest thing, and I'm going to call this marketing, is word of mouth. Because we're a small family business. We didn't have millions of dollars to do big advertising to start.
right,
It might seem like it sometimes, but it really is a lot of word of mouth. So I guess my biggest thing is treating customers really, really well with great customer service can be your biggest form of marketing, because they're going to tell their family and friends about their amazing experience. So that's our biggest goal, is to leave some great experiences with customers so they want to talk about it.
right.
So that's the biggest recommendation I would give. And then besides that, I mean, just being smart with digital and content, right? Just like you're doing here,
Right.
and you can have fun with it, but just consistently providing value with content that people can consume and recognize you and see you again is huge. It's
Yeah.
work as you're doing, but
Oh yeah.
it pays off. It's worth
Right.
it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. You got to be constant with everything, especially with marketing. And that's a great point. Definitely, guys, you got to listen to all these big shots out here. Shawn's one of the big shots in the green industry. Definitely. He's bigger than me. So, I mean, if you're looking for somebody, he's bigger than me.
Well, I don't know if I go that far, but one other thing I would say too that we tried is, we do a lot of digital stuff on social media. Of course, people see
Right.
us out there on Instagram and YouTube, but one thing that's worked really well for us is physical mailers. So another thing I would
Right.
just not disregard if you're running a business is, we do a couple times a year, we'll do just a postcard with a custom discount code or something, and we'll mail it out. And we
Right.
see really good returns on that. So that's something I wouldn't shy away from either, is old school physical mailers once in a while, if you do it right.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, I think that works out 100%. We do it in the spring in our business, and I mean, we're getting good returns on it in the spring. We haven't done it in the fall. Something we're looking to do in the future, and hey, it makes good amount of money coming in. So
Yeah.
definitely. Shawn, I want to thank you for being on. We're almost done for the day. So, is there any, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, and is there something that people can get a hold of you by? Easy as it would be at Kujo. You
Yeah.
got your Instagram, correct? Facebook.
Yeah,
Kujo's
absolutely.
everywhere.
Everywhere. But our website is just kujo.com, kujo.com, and then look for on Instagram, Facebook, it's Kujo Yardwear. And then if you want to reach out to me specifically, the best is just email Shawn, SHAWN @kujo.com. I love hearing from people. So that's an option too.
Nice, nice. And there's lots of discounts out there, guys. If you're looking for a discount, I know he has a good discount. Shawn has a great discount and a program going on where if you buy four things, is that correct? 4 shoes, and you get into a program where you get 15% off. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, we actually launched that loyalty program earlier this year, and we've been wanting to do something. And we had all these ideas. Do you earn points and do this and
Right.
that? And it was kind of getting complicated. And we talked to one customer. He said, just make it simple. If you buy enough, you get a discount. So
Right.
what we did, to your point, is and we keep track of all this. You don't have to do anything. Throughout the history, you've made 4 different orders totaling at least $400. You're automatically in our Kujo Pro program, and you get 15% for life, period. Every order you do, you get 15% for life. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. The program you guys got is definitely awesome. It's definitely worth checking into, guys. Definitely, if you haven't tried his shoes out, come to the expo, try them out. Shawn's going to be there. His family's going to be there, because I know I've met your dad there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You got a lot of stuff there, and it's worth coming and checking out. Okay. So come check it out, guys. Shawn, I want to thank you again for being on, and hopefully everything goes great from here on out, and your daughter takes over the business, your son. all of them take over and it just keeps going. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see when I'm like 90 and it's still going on. And, you know, if not, I'm going to buy a whole bunch. So if you decide to go out,
Love it.
you let me know. I'm buying like the whole warehouse. Okay.
Love
So
it. Love it.
so it's going to keep going. So thank you, Shawn, for being on. Thank you guys for listening. Check into the next podcast on iHeart or Spotify, and check us out on YouTube at Landscaping to the Point. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Thank you, Shawn.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate having me.